INTJs are some of the rarest personality types in the world, but their interests and inclinations make them best positioned to succeed in life. At only around 1.9% of the population, the INTJ personality, which stands for introverted, intuitive, thinking, judging, are only a small proportion of the different types of personalities among the population. In the world of masculine competition, an INTJ male has an incredibly high potential for translating into what's called the Sigma male. Sigmas aren't as loud and rowdy as the alpha males, but they are no less capable than them. They just prefer to work outside the hierarchy and create a domain for themselves separate from the status quo. In this video, you will learn about the 10 ways you can identify whether or not you are an INTJ Sigma male. Number 1. Sigmas are ambiverts, and INTJ Sigma usually gets called an introvert, but when you are around people you like and are comfortable with, you become extroverted as anyone else. You require time to open up to people and generally like to spend most of your time alone. Sigmas usually fall into the ambiverts category and find solace in the company of friends and family more than in a public setting. They like to find people with similar interests and are ecstatic when someone matches their vibe and persona. This is primarily why Sigmas prefer to separate from the prevailing hierarchy of men and carve out their own space in the world. Number 2. Your emotions are hard to read for other people if you like to bottle up your emotions and process them in the comfort of your own company. Chances are you might be an INTJ. People that deal with INTJs are often unsure of what they think or feel at any particular moment because they don't like to display their inner selves in their behavior or body language. This makes it difficult for them to find romantic partners because their lack of expressiveness leads them to fail to show love or confess their feelings to people they like. This trait makes INTJ Sigma males reclusive in nature, and it's hard for people to get an emotional rise about them. Number 3. You see patterns in everything. INTJs like to observe the world closely and try to connect the dots wherever they find them. In events, places, and even in cloud formations, they try to seek out a way in which it means something. They are uncomfortable with the idea of the world being completely random and can't help but find similarities and patterns in everything they see. This will lead them to make up scenarios inside their head and make elaborate plots from simply hearing about an event. This is a large part of what occupies an INTJ's mind. This trait is primarily why Sigma males spend time contemplating and observing the world, because they see things and recognize patterns around them that other people don't. Number 4. Your humor and entertainment preference confuses people generally. Sigmas and INTJs are some of the most intelligent people of all personality types. This makes them prefer thought-provoking and even offensive art forms like dark humor, aggressive music, and horror movies. Many people are perplexed by these choices and wonder why you can't appreciate what most other people like in popular culture. But you simply find those things boring and mundane and prefer to indulge in things that challenge your mind. This is why you will rarely ever find Sigmas ecstatic about a new movie or football match. They find these activities to be part of the cultural status quo and instead seek out obscure niches in art and entertainment that they can appreciate and relate to. Number 5. You are logical but creative. Many people see those two things differently. Because logic is hard-bound and creativity likes to flourish unrestrained. But an INTJ is someone who has found a balance between both and likes to utilize both logic and creativity to solve problems. They are ambitious and like to apply their knowledge and creative capacity in the real world instead of simply indulging in theoretical studies. This is why many INTJs get degrees in subjects that are not purely bookish theories like philosophy. If you are someone who is able to bind together the faculties of logic and creativity, chances are you might be an INTJ. This is why Sigma males lie right beside the alphas, but at the top of a different hierarchy. They are logical and competitive, which helps them climb the success ladder. But they are also creative enough to explore new ideas and create new hierarchies they can lead. Number 6. You are very protective of yourself and the people you care about. INTJs can spend an inordinate amount of time stressing over things people say and do in order to decipher their intentions and see if they are trying to harm you or someone you love. Even in social situations, they are thinking several steps ahead of everyone else and can never truly be in the moment with someone. Even to an obsessive extent, they are careful of treading paths that can put them or their family in undue danger. This makes Sigma males be more interested in peace than pure aggression or competition like the alphas. They want their loved ones far from the harsh realities of the cold world. Number 7. Small talk is not your cup of tea. Making awkward small talk with strangers you meet or friends you just caught up with is a thought that just scares you. INTJs are rarely welcoming of these trivial formalities and will only indulge in them out of politeness and necessity. This makes them less likely to put themselves in social situations where they will be forced to indulge in mindless chatter about things they don't find that interesting. This is primarily why Sigmas struggle to make many friends or become the most popular person in a group. They prefer to remain genuine instead of putting on an act to make others like them. Number 8. Your social battery runs out very quickly. INTJs aren't completely averse to hanging out with friends they like or going to a party they find interesting. But they quickly realize midway that their social battery has run out and they have done enough socializing for the day. This makes them want to head back home and slip out the back door quietly. When you are invited to a party, you try and get a friend to come along with you, so they can help you maneuver through the place and help introduce you to other people. You like keeping to a few close friends instead of being the life of the party. Sigma males who fall in this category are known to have a close-knit group of friends they hang out with, instead of having to be present in large crowds of people. Number 9. You are open and blunt, which rubs some people the wrong way. INTJs prefer not to have a filter when they speak. They say what they want from the heart, which gives them an air of originality because everything they say can be trusted to be genuine. They hold truth to be a higher value than politeness and will tell things as they are. This makes some people feel uneasy around them, but people also know that if an INTJ likes you, it is genuinely from the heart and not a fake act. Sigma males with this trait are some of the most trustworthy people you can find. This is because everything they say, from compliments to criticism, is from the heart and not a fake persona. Number 10. You prefer to process your thoughts alone. INTJs are experts at emotion and thoughts, but only within the confines of their minds. They don't let their struggles appear on their face, and whatever emotion they go through is processed in their head. They sit awake in the dark of night remembering the events of the day and process what happened sequentially to make sense of their day before they go to sleep. This also leads you to spend an excessive amount of time to yourself, making people wonder if you're okay. But this calm and solace of your own company helps you gather yourself and become ready for the next day. You will often find Sigma males back down from a confrontation if they can. This is because they exercise a degree of self-control and like to make decisions later when they are not overcome with emotions. If you have more than 5 or 6 of these traits, there's a high likelihood that you are a Sigma INTJ. Stop stressing about things you might not like about yourself and find comfort in the fact that it is simply your natural personality type in which you are not alone and can find great strength in. If you like the content you see on this channel, consider hitting the like button and subscribing for more amazing content. The support and encouragement helps bring us more wisdom to you in bite-sized lessons like this. Until next time.